Are you getting married soon? Are you looking for ways to get ready for your marriage? In this video, I'll share 5 things you need to do to prepare for your marriage. I'm Dr. Elias Moitinho. I'm a professor of counseling and co-author of a marriage book. In this channel, I motivate you and give you tips and life skills to help you grow in your life. I invite you to subscribe to continue to get practical tips for your marriage. Tip number 1, have in-depth conversations about marriage. You and your future spouse are probably having many conversations about your marriage. Unfortunately, many couples fail to go deep into certain topics because they are in love and may have unrealistic expectations. Superficial conversations will not get you ready for marriage. In my video, 10 things to talk about before getting married, I discuss several topics to talk about to prepare for marriage, including expectations, finances, family backgrounds, sexual intimacy, etc. I'll put the card here for you. Now, what do I mean by in-depth conversations? Well, I'll use the model GIFs, an acronym that my wife and I created and included in our book. GIFs stand for G, greetings, I, information, F, feelings, T, thoughts, S, self. Greetings. Well, a greeting is the most superficial level of communication to acknowledge another person. So, maximize the use of greetings in your relationship. Greet your spouse with a genuine smile, with a hug, with a kiss to communicate, I'm happy to see you. I is information. This level involves sharing facts, information, plans, etc. To minimize confusion, you need to be clear and specific. F is for feelings. When you share your feelings, you take a conversation to a deeper level. You become more vulnerable, which helps increase trust and intimacy. As you talk about various topics related to your marriage, share how you feel, express your emotions, saying, I feel, and then you use a feeling word to describe your heart, what you're feeling. T, thoughts. Sharing your thoughts, your opinions will allow your future spouse to know you at a deeper level. However, at this level, there is more potential for conflict because he or she may have different thoughts, different beliefs, ideas, and opinions. Here, the biblical principle of speaking the truth in love helps a lot because it will help you express yourself in a respectful way. Use I statements and speak calmly, kindly, and lovingly. S stands for self. This level involves transparency, vulnerability, and deeper self-disclosure. It means sharing without the fear of rejection, which will lead to real intimacy. Open your heart, take risks, and be vulnerable. This will allow your future spouse to know you more intimately. So, have in-depth conversations. Tip number 2, go to premarital counseling. Many counselors and pastors provide premarital counseling to help couples prepare for marriage. Premarital counseling is usually brief. It could be 6 to 12 sessions to assist you in preparing for marriage. What happens in premarital counseling? Well, the counselor will create an atmosphere for effective communication and will facilitate conversation between you and your future spouse. You will be encouraged to talk about your marriage expectations, life issues, a vision for marriage, etc. The counselor will even help you improve your communication skills, your conflict resolution skills, so essential for an effective and successful marriage. Some counselors may ask you to complete an online questionnaire covering various areas of marriage. Then the counselor will discuss the results with you. Typically, these questionnaires will identify strengths and growth areas in the relationship. Very, very helpful. Watch our video 30 questions to ask before marriage. I'll put the card here for you. Tip number 3, find a mature couple to be your mentor. In this case, the mentors would be an older and wiser couple married for many years and who have a strong and healthy marriage. This couple will come alongside you and your future spouse and will provide support and guidance. Now, this couple doesn't need to have a perfect marriage. There is no such a thing, right? Since we are talking about Christian marriage here, this couple will need to be mature believers who have a lot of wisdom to share. Now, how do you find a couple to be your mentor? Well, some churches have mentoring ministries, but let's say you go to a church that doesn't have a formal mentoring program. So you may ask your pastor to recommend some couples who could be your mentors. Then you and your future spouse can meet with these couples, talk with them, get to know them, and then decide who would be an excellent match to be your mentor. If you haven't thought about this, consider having a mentor. It can be a great blessing for your marriage. Tip number 4, become a student of your spouse. Yes, you will need to become an expert on your future spouse. Get to know as much as you can about this person whom you love, that you're about to marry. Find out what makes your future spouse to feel loved and appreciated. Find out his needs or her needs and discover ways to meet them. Learn what makes your future spouse happy. The more you learn about your future spouse, the easier it will be for you to express your love in meaningful ways. What's one thing you are doing to prepare for marriage? Write in the comments below. I'd love to know what you are already doing. Tip number 5, read Christian books about marriage. And then talk about the books with your future spouse. Yes, while there are many Christian books for you to select from, I'll make it easy for you. Read this book. Yes, it's the book that my wife and I wrote, The Dream Home, How to Create an Intimate Christian Marriage. In this book, we use the metaphor of a house, of a home, to discuss the various areas of marriage. Hey, watch the video How to Create an Intimate Christian Marriage in this channel. I'll put the card here for you. It will give you an overview of the book and you are gonna love it. The book has lots of practical information, tips, and skills to help you create an intimate Christian marriage. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, click the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, watch the playlist Amazing Marriage and the videos that you see here on the screen to continue to prepare for your marriage.